Before I begin my remarks, I just want to say a few words about what happened yesterday in New York City. The American principle that no one is above the law was reaffirmed. Donald Trump was given every opportunity to defend himself. It was a state case, not a federal case, and it was heard by a jury of 12 citizens, 12 Americans, 12 people like you. Like millions of Americans who served on juries, this jury is chosen the same way every jury in America is chosen. It was a process that Donald Trump's attorney was part of. The jury heard 5 weeks of evidence, 5 weeks. And after careful deliberation, the jury reached a unanimous verdict. They found Donald Trump guilty on all 34 felony counts. Now he'll be given the opportunity, as he should, to appeal that decision just like everyone else has that opportunity. That's how the American system of justice works. And it's reckless, it's dangerous, it's irresponsible for anyone to say this was rigged just because they don't like the verdict. Our justice system has endured for nearly 250 years, and it literally is the cornerstone of America, our justice system. The justice system should be respected, and we should never allow anyone to tear it down. It's as simple as that. That's America. That's who we are.
And if you are like me asking the same question, you'll be confused too. What to think about this trial? Comment below what you think about this. Do you think there is nothing wrong that the Trump was convicted in New York? Or you think something looks a little bit shady here, or something is not sitting right with you? I want to actually read your opinion about this because I am myself confused. Funny fact, after Trump was convicted, in a 6 hours of period, he raised more than $34 million in donation for his campaign. That shows how a lot of Americans are supporting him, even still knowing that he is convicted felon right now. And it's funny how everyone right now using that word, convicted felon, all publishing company who are of course against the Republican Party or lean towards Democratic Party, we're using this word very often. I would assume it's a tactic to change public's opinion about Trump, so the people who wanted to vote for him will change their mind and vote for Biden. I read a couple of articles that because of this trial, a lot of businesses are leaving New York City because they are scared operating in the place that they feel threatened by jurisdictional system. We are saying that they are not feeling comfortable with their businesses and themselves being the business owner in the state no more. And I don't know how this will unfold for New York. One of my most concerned about the situation. I love America and I'm really rooting for her to be okay. I don't want to see people on the streets hating each other. I see how it's divided right now. How Republicans hate Democrats, Democrats hate Republicans, everybody is fighting with each other. And I think people forget about that this country is their country. Regardless of their political issue, people are your neighbors. You have to live with your neighbors. For you to be happy, for you to prosper, you have to live with your neighbors peacefully. You can't fight with them all the time. If you're going to be fighting with them all the time, your life and their life will be miserable. And other countries will use this to weaken the United States. I always say this to my friends who are always fighting about political views. It doesn't matter what you think if what you think is destroying your country, if that will lead to violence and war. No one wants war. You need to understand, other countries cannot conquer the United States because this country is so strong fundamentally, financially, military base-wise. The only way we can destroy this country is by destroying it from inside, by trying to push one people hate others and fight with each other. And if there's going to be a war within the United States, other countries will use it for their advantage. And we as people need to understand that. It doesn't matter who is the president if there is going to be a civil war in the country. We need to find a solution to exist with each other, even with having different opinions. It doesn't matter who you are, there's going to be other people having different opinion about certain things. You will never, and I mean that, never will find anyone in your life that will think identical to you in everything. There's going to be people who are going to be think differently about certain things. And there's going to be people who think differently about a lot of other things. And there's going to be people who are going to be complete opposite from you. But it doesn't mean that you have to fight with them. When I'm talking about fighting, I mean physically fighting, creating violence, because the violence is going to create more violence and there's going to be no end to it. And I'm an immigrant myself, and I know what I'm talking about. Coming back to this trial, I just want to finalize two things. I believe, and I think the United States was built on that, everyone needs to be treated equally. I cannot comprehend and understand if we treat Donald Trump like this. I would think it will be fair that all other politicians in our country would be treated the same way. And we can talk about it hourly, how other politicians did something shady but never was putting in a trial. So that's my concern about this. It cannot be one-sided. It should be both-sided. If you are talking about one person and you're trying to convict one person and check if he's right or wrong, you have to do it with another one. It needs to be fair to all parties, not only just to one. And when it's only fair to one party, it feels rigged. It feels fake. And if it feels fake, it can raise questions. And if it's gonna raise questions, it will lead to the answers. And if people will not gonna like the answers for these questions, it can lead to the fight. It can lead to the violence. And trust me, no one wants violence. I don't think any Democrat or any Republican wants civil war right now. None of the people from both political sides wants war. And I assure you, even if you think you want it, you don't want it because you never experienced one. And if you would experience one, you would be scared to death just to thinking about that what could happen. My last question to you, what do you think about all of this? What do you think about this trial? What do you think about this whole situation, Trump being convicted in New York City? Comment your opinion about this. We are right now witnessing history, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. If you want to watch another clip from this episode, click right here. And if you want to watch full episode, click right here. Thanks a lot. Bye.